Hello everybody, what is going on? My name is Nova, and welcome to what is going to become my new series now that I'm not near hardware that is strong enough to play Rocket League anymore, which is a little disappointing. But I got a new job, and it's requiring me to move around a lot more, so I had to get something a little more lightweight that, I don't have a stable internet connection all the time, and I don't have as powerful of hardware to plug into anymore. So I went and, I'm on a Chromebook right now because I got one for work, and so I'm going to have to make do with that. So we're going to be playing today, if you're wondering what the fuck this is Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. And if you don't know what that is, it is a web-based version of the roguelike. It's based vaguely on the roguelike NetHack, if you know what that is. I used to play a lot of Tome, Tales of Maj'El, which is a Steam game that is loosely based on NetHack, but it's obviously kind of split off into its own thing. And I got pretty good at that one, but I'll be honest, I'm not good at this version. So this is a version, though, that I can play on actually any hardware because it's just a browser-based game, and as you can see, it's all text. This is just the server selection screen and the version select screen for the game. And basically, I've watched a few videos to try and give myself a bit of an idea of what the hell to do, but I don't really know what to do. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right into it here. I've only got a couple hours to record, so we're going to go ahead and jump into this. And if you want to follow along at home, I will post a link to the website down in the bottom in the description, but you can also see it right here. This is the one that I'm on, and from there it will automatically select a server that's closest to you and kind of place you accordingly. But if you want to start the game, I was always told from the videos I've watched and the little bit I've played, you want to do DCSS trunk because that is the most up-to-date version of the game at the moment. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. Pick DCSS trunk. I'm apparently already in a game, so I will abandon this character because I didn't mean to be in a game already. So I have abandoned the character. Chopper level 1 begins a Minotaur Berserker, which is exactly what I'm going to do. The game lasted for 1 minute and 40 seconds. I guess I didn't even do anything, so I didn't actually have to abandon this character. But now that that's been abandoned and we're starting 100% from scratch, we're going to go ahead and pick the same character I just had. I'm going to be a Minotaur Berserker, and the reason behind that is, from my understanding so far, the god that the Minotaurs worship, Trog, gives a bonus to people who are fighters, and as a fighter and a Minotaur, or as a Berserker and a Minotaur, that means that I get the most possible fighting bonuses for, as quickly as possible. So I figured it would be a pretty good place to start. We're going to go ahead and use hand axes for our weapon of choice. As you can see, you can press a question mark for a list of commands that'll show you like a manual of contents and things like that. There's a quick start guide and all of this. I will probably be pulling this up a lot because I don't know this game very well. I also don't have a home button, which is interesting. So that's something I get to work around. But you can press question mark again, and it'll pull up a list of commands. So it'll show you how to save and quit the game. Things like that. It'll show you the movement controls. It'll show you how to rest. Things of that nature. So again, this screen is going to be up a lot. But let's go ahead and get started. If I can get out of this screen, will it let me out of the screen? Okay, I'm out of the screen. Okay, so it looks like this is the first dungeon that we're in. Okay, so I don't know what this is. It won't let me. Can I observe it, interact with it, something of that nature? Can I inspect it? Okay, so I have an animal skin as my armor, and I have a hand axe as my weapon. I do also have a ration with me. One thing you do want to do is if you press the M key, is what I pressed, it pulls up this menu, which is kind of your training menu. So that's kind of your skill menu. So from here you get to determine how much effort your character is putting into each individual skill and kind of how they're training how they're focusing as they're playing through this game, as they're going on their adventure. So since my character is a fighter, I want to make sure he has fighting, but his main source of combat is his axes. So I'm going to press B to give him an increased I guess he's going to focus harder on his skill specifically with axes. We're going to leave a little bit in fighting because that's what determines your health, and so that's a good thing to have. And of course, armor and dodge is just good to have. It's not something I want to focus too heavily on. I want to put most of his effort into axes. If you press it again, you'll see he stops focusing on it at all. But I do want him to focus mainly on axes, so the 57% will have to do. So we'll go ahead and leave him at that so that he really focuses up on his axes, or her. I don't know. There's no real gender of it. I guess it's me, so it would be a female. But we're going to go ahead and explore here. We found a potion. I guess I automatically pick stuff up. So that's just something I'm going to have to keep in mind. And I'm going to press the O button, which is the Auto Explore button, to help speed this up. I'm going to be using that button a lot. So we also, as you can see over here, I'll see if I can highlight it because you can't see if the highlight at least shows up. But you'll see I have nothing quivered in this because I'm not using a bow, and I have a +0 hand axe. There's no noise happening right now. There's the time of day, strength, stats of that sort. XL, I'm assuming experience level. There's my health, my magic, things like that over in this corner, as well as a little mini map. And if somebody was spectating me, they can send me messages to help me out or something like that. I'm going to close that because that's not happening. I'm going to go ahead and press that auto explore button like I said. So as you can see, a bat comes into view somewhere. I don't see a bat, but apparently my character has spotted a bat. So, there's the bat. The bat hits me but does no damage. So it looks like I have found kind of where the fighting begins. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I've a cursed -3 club. I'm not even going to pick it up because I don't want it. I am going to pick up all this sweet gold because that's really good. I am going to pick up the whip. You press the G key to pick stuff up in case you're wondering. But I am going to pick that up. Not even because I necessarily need it. More just because I want to be able to sell it later. I don't know if that's a hole in the ground or what that is exactly. I have reached level 2. I guess I don't get any say in what happens with level 2. So I've killed the hobgoblins. They keep just jumping through this wall here. I don't know how to move diagonal without a number pad. So I'm not really going to explore that too deeply. I will obviously figure out how to... a large shield. I'll take that. Seems like a good move. Can I wield the large shield? I can wear it. That's what I want to do. It is cumbersome to wear. It impedes the evasion, spellcasting, and attack speed. So I guess I won't carry it right now. But I do have that option in the future. I am going to pull up. How do I move diagonally? B, N, Y, and U. Okay. That's certainly interesting. But we do know how to move diagonally now. So let's go B, and then from here I can just use the regular arrow keys, which is a lot easier. And apologies again, a blackened cameo amulet. What the hell is that? A talisman of jewelry found on level 1 dungeons. Put his hand in the little bag, but she drew back. Do not touch it. It's an amulet. Either will do mischief or charm, or it will hurt you. So I want to drop it. Because if it's a blackened... Oh god, someone's throwing rocks at me. If it's going to curse me. A short sword of holy wrath. That sounds like that will sell for a lot of money. So our goal right now is basically, I want to find as big of armor as I can. So that robe, I'm not even going to pick it up because it's not really worth my time. I am going to pick up the tomahawks because that seems like a good move. I don't know if it counts as an axe or as like a throwing weapon. I don't know the particulars of how that works yet. I did find some chain mail. That's good. Scale mail, even better. Okay, so I'm going to pick up the scale mail. And then we're going to go into our inventory and equip the scale mail. Cause of reduced freedom of movement. I don't care. My character wants to be real tough, and as you can kind of see, my character's now wearing a little bit of armor, which is pretty neat. So with that done, we're going to go ahead and continue fighting stuff. It looks like I'm hitting hard enough now that hit the cope. Okay, I've reached level 3 apparently. I want to increase my strength. Uppercase letters only. Okay, I feel stronger. Okay, so my strength has been increased. +0 club. Nothing of that is really things that I want. A dented sapphire amulet. That could be expensive, so I'm not going to wear it. Yeah, since it is unknown as of right now, it's unidentified, I'm not going to do anything. But I'm going to hold on to it because it's probably expensive, and that leads me to want to go back to that other amulet and at least pick it up because it seems like a good move to just have for money's sake later. I don't know how much money I'm going to need, how much I'm going to use. An embroidered cloak, that could be worth some money. So at this point, I'm basically just looking for things to fight and things to sell. It's kind of my entire goal at the moment. There was money in here somewhere, I thought. There's a lizard. A frilled lizard has been killed by me. So that's cool. There's a staircase leading down. I don't want to go down yet. I want to do as much fighting on this first floor where everything is very much paced to me as I can. I wish there was a way to check my character's status. I don't know. Display character status. Press the @ icon. Okay. Movement speed is average or attack speed is average. Can I do a character overview? So I believe in grog, magic, XP, dexterity, things like that. I don't see anything that talks about my hunger, because I do know that is a thing, but I don't see anything to do with how hungry my character is at the moment. I am wondering, this cloak, can I wear that over top of... I can wear that over top of my scale mail. And then I apparently still have the animal skin on. No, wait, I want... Okay, so it took off my scale mail. That's not what I wanted. Bear with me. I'm trying to learn, but this game is there's no tutorial for it at all, so I'm trying to just go with my gut, as it were, and learn that way. So it looks like this floor is pretty much cleared. As far as I can tell, there's not really anything here, but I could be wrong. Yeah, see, okay, I've cleared the floor. And so, with that being said, I'm going to try to find one of the exits, which is one of those pink dots on the mini-map. And I'm going to go downstairs, which, as you can see, is immediately turned into me getting beat up. I don't know if ring mail is better than scale mail. I'm assuming that it's not. I want to see if there's a... wearing mundane armor of this type will give you 6 AC. This will only give me 5, and I want to drop it because it's heavy. You can now call upon Trog for regeneration and magic resistance. Cool. Noel comes into... How do I do that? I wish it told me how to do that. Because it says that I have this super cool power, but how do I do it? I've reached level 4. You feel stronger. Okay, cool. Can I do a character overview. How do I call upon Trog for regeneration? How does that work? Let me pull up the menu here and see your spell library. Would that be an ability or mutation, or would that be I don't know. Let me see if that is an ability / mutation. Library has no spell, so it must be in a reflexively headbutt those who attack. Okay, so it doesn't show me how to use god powers, though. To use anything such as that. Would it be on the religion screen, perhaps? Maybe. That's my only thought at the moment. You can go berserk at will. How do I do this? It doesn't tell me. Trog offers various powers. Whoa. Holy sh... I guess I have to end this here. My laptop is apparently, according to itself, at 1%, which makes no sense because it was just fully charged about 10 seconds ago. Yeah, see, now it's fully charged again. That's interesting. It says it's at 93% now. But the point is, it's not dead yet, so we're going to keep going. Apologies for that. Trog's powers are based on piety instead of invocation skills. Let's see if I can continue down this. Dislikes when you memorize spells and attempt to cast spells or train magic. Offenders find themselves formed by berserkers, packs of bears. How do I use it? How do I use it? Well, this is certainly something. It's really nice that it shows me how to use my powers. So that's cool. I really, really appreciate that it shows me how to use these things. But anyways, would it be special ability? Memorize a spell from a library. So would it be... Oh, okay. Okay, so it pulls up the ability screen. Perfect. Okay, now I know that. Apologies for that being, I don't know, as shitty as it is, for not understanding how this works. But we have learned it now. See, a book of changes. I'm not going to touch that. It's in all red text, and I don't trust it. So for now, we're not going to touch it. Oh my god. Okay. Am I going to die? You're too injured to fight recklessly. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, that fell apart really fast, didn't it? Wow. Okay, well, that was attempt number 1. So I do have a vague idea of some of the controls now that I could have been using instead of just fucking dying. But nothing we can do about that now. So, thank you guys for watching. And I'm going to do a bit more research before episode 2. And hopefully we can come into this and actually fucking play this game. So, thank you.